position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Razorbacks will put it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Missouri's offense will go on the attack first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks. Talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback, they're excited.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Davis looking to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. Don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Terry. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking for a physical attack from the gunner. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a 1st.
Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. Right back to the well. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Making side adjustments here. Davis will throw. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Catch inside the 25. And he got away from the defense.
Offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Davis looking to pass. Finds a spot in the middle. And that's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Got enough for the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Davis will throw. Makes the grab. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Pocket breaking down. Snagged in the middle. It's Flanagan. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on third and short from the 29. To keep it in the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Terry. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Made the play on the hook, was hoping to make one on the return. They'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they breaks into the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The Razorbacks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Got his man. Touchdown, Razorbacks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. lost a throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Fires to the big fella. Ran through the tackle and he's got room to run. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it all in that last play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Davis looking to pass. Makes the catch. It's Green. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did their throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. It's Flanagan. Turning it on. Really nice job to convert. Third down, and they've got it at the 33. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone. They executed that perfectly.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Flanagan. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Davis will throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I...
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Tigers.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He's got it. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone.
No gain on the play. Second down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
42 Spider.
To the air on second down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Never a doubt. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Davis looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quick completion on the out. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They started this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard.
Going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play, the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Davis will throw. Catch in the middle, it's Flanagan. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be. And now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Slings it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Flanagan. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Going to run it. It's Alexander. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Got it behind the line. It's Alexander. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Got his man quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Back to pass, it's Carr. Quick strike complete. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as...
Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Roberts. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou. We've reached the brink. Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Looking for room, it's Roberts. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Davis looking to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
You've heard us talk about it a million times. Find the tight end in the red zone. Use the big bodies, right? Well, they do. And he drops it. That is not normal for the tight end position. These are the guys you depend on down here in this area.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let him throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a fourth down. Decision time for this offense.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover zero, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Gives it on the option.
They've got to understand, they're back to